Matt Miller.
Militant affection.
Hey everyone, this is Matt Miller, and welcome to another episode of Militant Affection. And a quick warning, every time I pee and put my dick back in my pants, I urinate down the side of my leg. Now, I think I'm too young for this to be consistent. I shake my dick endlessly, flop it around, and still when it points down, there's always a little extra stream. And it's mostly my left side of my leg is 95% piss. So if you ever want to make out with my left leg, it's going to be 95% piss. And that's just how things are. It is. A little quick update on the time. I put these out on Sundays. It is 1:56 a.m. on a Monday. I have to go to work. And I just spend all day fucking around until I finally decide to record this wonderful show that I call Militant Affection. I just drink diet soda because I'm trying to lose weight. Because I'm fucking fat as shit nowadays. I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, you're a fat fuck. So I've been drinking tons of diet soda to get that sugar taste in my mouth. And it's making me burp. And I think diet soda is what's making me pee the additional amount down the side of my leg that I constantly do when I fucking piss. So yeah. And a little fucking dirty work up front. Make sure to review the pod on iTunes. You can leave whatever star review you want. If you hate it, you hate it. If you like it, you like it. Write a review. Do something on iTunes. Just click 5 stars, click 4 stars, click 3 stars, click 2 stars, click 1 star. Just click something. I'm just trying to increase the amount of reviews. Visit my Patreon, Matt Miller Comedy, patreon.com/Matt Miller Comedy, and you can listen to my other podcast, Comforter, which has 8 episodes at the moment, and it's basically me fucking around even more than in this shit. And if you like that, you can just spend $1 to hear all 8 episodes, and that's fucking content for you, and I'll take that $1 and I'll shove it up my ass because money is meaningless. I'm just kidding. I won't shove it up my ass. That would be really dirty. But just think if I shoved enough dollars on my ass and they all have little cocaine remnants, I could be butting cocaine. I guess they say boofing cocaine. You know what I mean? If I stuck enough dollars in my ass, you think I get enough cocaine to go in my blood system? And I'm just like, oh, I'm fucking cocaine. I don't know why my voice would change to be like that. But presumably that's how I'd be acting with a bunch of cocaine up my ass. Podcasts are silly because I'm talking to no one right now. You have to be a real fucking full of yourself in order to record a podcast alone. You know what I mean? You gotta be real confident to be in an empty, hot-ass room like I'm currently in, saying fucking words into my Snowball Blue microphone, into my fucking, I got laptops for days. You'd be like, Matt, where do you get all this money? I got money, okay? I don't really have money. I'm in endless amount of debt. I've been churning credit cards. I've been fucking whatever, you know what I mean? Buying diet soda, eating pizza, trying to lose weight. Now I'm just trying to eat meat because there's no carbs in meat and to get out the heat. It's going to be very hot, this one. I wrote a bunch of stuff I wanted to talk about. Patreon, Matt Miller Comedy, Comforter. Just donate $1. You can listen to that shit. Just imagine how many dollars I can get. Let's say I get $10. You know what I can do with those $10? This podcast, I could start adding like things I hold for the video. I know the video isn't always perfect, but the world's not perfect. It's going to end. Global warming, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about the water in Flint, Michigan? Is it Flint, Michigan? How do you feel about that, huh? People don't have good water, and that's in America. And we're like, oh, America's so great. We got bigger what the fuck am I talking about? America's got a problem with like racism and sexism, but we also have water that people can't consume when we're supposed to be a first world country. So can we address that, please? Thank you, government. Thank you, local government. Thank you, fucking people. Thank you. I'm running for president. My platform is free money, free bunnies. It's mostly because it rhymes. Demos, I wrote. What the fuck do I mean by demos? I wrote down demos on this. Like Demolition, Demolition Man. I don't know why I write anything anywhere. Got a nice blowjob this weekend, so that was fun. If you guys want to hear about that. This dick. What am I going to kiss and tell, you know? There's no way to verify. I could show you my dick and you're going to be like, was that dick recently sucked? And yeah, recently, within the last few days, you don't know when. Maybe the last week, you don't even know when. I mean, I could try to prove it to you. All I got to say, if there's children listening to this, stop using condoms. They're not good. I want to remind you, this is a comedy podcast. Anyhow, stop using condoms. Raw dog. Have kids. Don't live idly. If you just live your life in ecstasy, you're just fucking, doing drugs, drinking. There's no point to that life. You know, even creating art is useless. You know what I mean? Who are you helping? Or maybe somebody looks at the piece of art and they're like, oh, I feel so, art. Art is a distraction from what the world is really trying to do, which is making you work a job you don't like and marry someone you don't like and then die with kids you don't like. Or it's not. What do I know? What the fuck do I know? No, nothing, okay? I don't know what the fuck I mean by demos. I wrote down demos. God, okay, let's check my stats now, just because I can't stop looking at the numbers. I'm a numbers guy. I just look at numbers all day. Numbers, my Instagram numbers, my fucking podcast numbers, my fucking dick size numbers. I'm measuring it millimeter by millimeter. It's getting smaller, it's getting bigger. I'm up to like fucking 236. Can you believe last year I was 190? This is weight. We're talking about weight here. I don't know how skinny people stay skinny. I think people who are skinny, if you're skinny and you're listening, you're just hungry? Or some people more predisposed to eating? I get it. I was just reading a Reddit forum about being skinny, and they're like, is it better to be hungry all the time or to fuck all the time? But it's like, I can fucking be fat, you know, I'm fucking people. You know, I guess I could be fucking more people if I was skinny. But you can't live a life of just fucking and fucking and fucking, you know what I mean? That's a pretty good title. You can't live a life of just fucking. You can't live a life of just effing and effing and effing. Whew. Whew. That's a hot one. Whew. Hot title. Hot day. It's getting heating up here. I turned the fan off. I don't have an AC because I am, it's stereotype, but I am a little bit Jewish. Maybe they'll turn off some of you listeners. I'm not trying to get any Nazis to listen to this. I'm Jewish. Okay. Well, kind of. My father is a Jew bag. And if I were to get an AC in my apartment, they would charge me extra on the rent, and then the electricity would cost more. So I'm just sitting here. I turned off the fan so I got good audio, and I'm sweating. And if you listen to any of the ones before, non-stop sweating. Just all the time. Drinking Diet Sunkist, working on that fucking weight. And we're here. All right. The Epstein thing just happened. All the podcasts I like to listen to are talking about Epstein and all the pedophiles in Hollywood and the government. And there's a lot of fucking pedophiles. And I think pedophilia is bad. That's the stance I'm standing on. That's the life I'm living. That's how I am. Pedophilia is a badia. It's a badia. Just think I don't know if I brought this up before. One time when I was a child, I have worse stories that I still, keep in the hanger for a later one of these. Episode 16, I gotta get to 100 until I start bringing out the hot stuff. One time I was in the bathroom, and I'm pretty sure my nana was there, and my aunts, and maybe some other people. I was a young boy, and I just went to the bathroom to pee. They're like, oh, you go ahead and pee. And I just pulled out my little young boy penis. How old was I? 5 through 8, somewhere in there? And was peeing, and they just looked like, I felt like they were just staring at my penis while I peed. I don't know why I have a fond memory of this. of just my relative staring at my penis while I peed. Staring at my penis while I peed? My nana staring at my penis. That's pretty good too. God, I just like titles, you know what I mean? Because there's all this content in the middle. People always try to write good things, but I mean, I think everything is just title based. My nana staring at my pee is what I would call it. And I think it was my nana or my aunts. Maybe it wasn't my nana. Your memory gets all fucked up. But I mean, this is a quick poll out there. How many of you have had your relatives stare at your pee? Be it penis, pussy, or placeholder. Penis, pussy, or placeholder is also pretty good. I'm just a title machine. Penis, pussy, or placeholder. What are we talking about? Pedophiles? Yeah, I'm against it. But to some extent, this is going to be very controversial. Comedy podcast. I'm just going to be saying things that sound crazy. Just listen. If you disagree, good. If you agree, good. If you don't have any opinion and you're just like, I just have this on while I fucking masturbate, good. I don't think pedophilia is a choice. I think it's sort of like people are born pedophiles or they get molested into pedophilia. That sounds awful, but you've heard this cast before. If you haven't and you got this far and you're offended, then you could go suck a truck's exhaust, but don't die because dying is bad. Just suck it for the flavor. Anyhow, I don't think pedophilia is a choice. I don't think these people want to be pedophiles, so what do you do with pedophiles? You kill them. You chop off their heads, you slice off their dicks and feed them to lambs. You put them on an island and make them sort of fight it out, like in Hunger Games. I don't want to say Hunger Games. What's that fucking Japanese movie that people like about the kids that fight? I'm sure you guys know. Japanese Hunger Games. I'm going to Google it, but keep talking so I don't mess up the pace of the pod. Battle Royale. Battle Royale. I remember fucking Battle Royale. I haven't seen that movie in years. The movie came out in 2000. 1 year before 9/11. Coincidence? Anyhow, I don't think pedophilia is a choice. And how do you fix it? I don't know. You gotta figure out how to fix that shit. What if that's just all I said? I don't know. We gotta figure out how to fix that shit. Like, you're supposed to love your kid, right? So let's say your kid grows up to be a pedophile. Then do you stop loving it? You know, did Hitler's parents stop loving him? You know what I mean? Do evil dictators' parents stop loving them? Maybe they become dictators because their parents love them. Actually, are there cases of evil people who had loving family and parents? That's probably true. I'm burping like a motherfucker. I've been drinking diet soda all day. That's probably true too. Maybe people are just born evil. And if which case people are born evil, you can't blame a person for being evil. You can't get mad at them. You just gotta get mad at science. So really what I'm saying is we gotta get mad at science. The only reason evil people and pedophiles exist is because of random chance. Because the fucking nature is stupid. I was gonna say retarded. And I don't know why I'm correcting myself. No one gives a fuck at this point. 13 minutes in and I'm saying retarded. Penis, pussy, or placeholder. It's a fun title. My nana staring at my pee. Anyhow, what am I talking about? Nature. I've talked about this before about free will. I just don't think anyone intends to be evil. They just become evil. We're all out for our self-interest and whatever our instincts or whatever, how we were raised, and nature versus nurture is how we end up being in life. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how I am. I'm a fucking weirdo. You know what I mean? People have trouble relating to me. You know what I mean? Trouble making friends with me because my parents were very distant people. They didn't have a lot of friends, and they were very self-absorbed. And I have a lot of that inside of me, and I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to be more generous. You know what I mean? But like I just learned from them and how they acted in life. My dad's very quiet, just kind of went through things, didn't fuck around. And my mom is very selfish and very vindictive. Vindictive is a fun word. I'm going to say that's what she is. I'm not going to research it. I'm not the best with the vocab, but I'm the good with the talking, a whole bunch. And I've acquired a lot of those qualities, which are not good, but I think you acquire... See, if you had a nice, loving family, maybe you wouldn't have acquired those. those thoughts. Or maybe it would. I don't know. Fucking people are all fucking fucked. Nature versus nurture. Why do we act a certain way? Is it because of society? Or is it because of the people that raise us? Or is it because it's just fucking random? Or is it because you fucking fuck shit and it suck? Bark. I'm going to get down to this one way or another just by talking it out. But anyhow, what do you do with pedophiles? I don't know. We gotta maybe, what's it, castorize them? Castrate them is the word. A castrata is a guy that sings whose balls have been chopped off. I got my balls, and I can sing like that. So maybe they're really jumping the shark. Maybe they're just like, okay, this is an opinion on castratas. Castratas is that maybe that every guy was embarrassed and humiliated to sing like this, so they didn't want to look like a big fucking, like a fag, but not in the gay way, but in the, the bad way. You know what I'm saying? I correct myself everywhere there. They don't want to look like a little pansy, is what I'm trying to say. So they're just so embarrassed that they're like, all right, the only way a man could sing like this is if they chopped off his balls. And then they can be like, well, of course he sings like that. He doesn't have any fucking balls. But there's probably guys who had balls that could sing all low like that. And they just didn't want to do it because they're embarrassed. So they went all the way, this is fucking crazy thinking. They're like, I'll just chop off my balls. And then when I sing like that, people will accept it. This, if you've noticed my hands, if you watched it and you got this far, it's like a Nazi salute. Nazi salute, French, hello. But a lot of pedophiles in Hollywood. That's what I wrote. Pedos in Hollywood. Hollywood's 90% pedophiles. I mean, I listen to all this conspiracy shit. Everyone in Hollywood's a pedophile. We all know this. I don't even need to talk about it. Just search pedophiles in Hollywood. You'll figure it out. You know, it's not funny. The fact that people are fucking kids is fucked. And the fact that it exists is fucked. And it's all fucked and it's fucked. You know what I'm saying? It's all fucked and it's fucked. I was just talking about a friend today. This is unrelated. It's weird that I'm talking about pedophiles. This is episode 16. 16 is young. But some people are like, is 16? I'm not going to get into it. Talking to a friend today about prostitution. Should it be legal? Maybe, yeah, sure, why not? Fuck it. That's my that's my opinion on that shit. Maybe, sure, why not? Fuck it. It's just there's not a lot of room to grow. I guess if you were a prostitute and then you started to get old and you got less wanted, you'd then become like the brothel manager or whatever. But it's not like other careers where there's a clear trajectory. Are you getting really improving upon? I guess you can become better at fucking, but at some point, other aspects of you start to. It's like a sportsman, a sports player. They start to wear down and they can't do it anymore. It's like a short career. I guess there's that documentary After Porn or whatever. So it's similar. Yeah, being a prostitute's like being an athlete. You're gonna get fucked. No. Diet Sunkist. Did I mention I have a Patreon membership? I don't know why I even talk. I just fucking jump all over the place. I saw that movie Midsummer. That movie was okay. I don't even really want to talk about it. I don't even talk about the movies I really like. I guess because it's recent. There's some fun scenes. There's a nice fucking scene in that movie and a nice suicide scene with some nice gore to look at. And the best part about seeing that movie was after, the movie was interesting. No one walked out of the theater, I don't think. Everyone stayed and watched the whole movie. But I think some people are upset because I heard this girl say something to this dude, and he was like, well, you saw the trailer. But yeah, there's weird shit in it that happens, and it's okay. Yeah. It's it's fun, a little fun little ride. They do mushrooms in that movie. I think I'm going to do mushrooms again soon this summer. Maybe with a gal, I'll do a little bit of mushy rooms, you know what I mean? Mushy rooms. Start thinking more about life. Last time I did it, I think I detailed on this a bunch when I was talking about fucking on mushrooms, but And I thought about this, a lot of the same thoughts I have about like social groups and like, I don't know, analyzing people and the way they act amongst other people is something majorly I think about with mushrooms. But I might dive into it again, and I can further think the same shit. Like, I got a really symmetrical face. Sometimes I'm just like women that are attracted to me, maybe attracted to me because I do art and shit. You know what I mean? I'm very artistic and I'm funny, and I'm like a motherfucker on the dance floor. But sometimes I just think it's because my face is symmetrical, and I don't get sick that much. So I'd be a good mate because I might have an attractive kid that doesn't get sick, and that's really all mating is, to an extent. You want to mate with someone who's going to create the best offspring, or have the most best opportunity for the best offspring. So like a rich person has the resources to have a good offspring, you know what I mean, and to be able to take care of it. Or if you have good genetics, your offspring will also succeed. And that's a lot of mating theory. And I don't think I'm entirely incorrect there, because people are attractive to attractive people. And you'd be like, what is attractive? You know, society creates what attractive is. But I think there are certain things that are inherently attractive. Like willpower is attractive, right? Willpower means you can succeed. Excuse me. I'm burping like a motherfucker. In extreme circumstances. Like we're attracted to like skinny people or fit people, right? Because it takes a lot of willpower to be skinny or fit. And that just shows you have you're not an emotional wreck. You could still be an emotional wreck and be fit, and actually tons of skinny fit people are emotional wrecks. I mean, it doesn't really mean anything. But it just means, in one aspect, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about at this point. I'm just contradicting myself. But no, it means you're able, skinny, because like, yeah, fat used to be attractive because it represented like wealth and stuff, right? And now skinny and fit represent wealth. But being fit is obviously good for you. So we're attracted to vitality and shit. But being skinny is just like, you have the willpower to be skinny. And willpower is a strong currency, I think. And I'm attracted to titties. I don't know. I'm more of every dude's a butt guy, right? Butts. People like butts. They want to see butts, big old butts. But butts, like wide hips and shit, is just representative of a lady being able to have a good birth canal to have babies. Like a real skinny little butt lady, it's gonna be harder to have babies, you know. Not that they have babies out of their butt, but I mean, you want wide hips so the baby can come sloshing out like it's a fucking water slide. So you're attracted to big old butts. Which I am. Yeah. Fun thing is, though, like, people are attracted to, like, fat people. Like, guys are attracted to fat chicks. Women are attracted to fat dudes. Everyone's attracted to shit all over the place. But the majority of what attractive is, yeah, we all want some fit, attractive person. Nice facial figures, symmetrical facial figures, a nice fit frame. And then... I don't think as much for men, but for women, they want someone with some sort of social standing or something, some sort of dominance. I don't think I'm really attracted to a woman because they're dominant. Not that I would not be, but like a leader woman isn't necessarily more attractive than a woman that works at like a fast food restaurant. But she might be. She's probably more interesting to talk to. Actually, like I would have sex with both of them, right? But I would stick around longer with the leader woman because she's probably way more interesting and cool. And I wouldn't really want to put up with the shit. But the other one would be tempting because I'm just attracted, if she was sexy, to sexy women. And that's the downfall of men. Our attraction to sexy women really fucks us up, you know? What I'm trying to say is I'm an advocate for equality. Let's keep things equal. Everyone deserves equal pay. Boop ba boo, skippity skay. All right, I'm gonna change the camera real quick because I keep fucking up the camera, and I want one of these episodes to have a pretty good camera. So I'm gonna keep talking really loud so you can hear me, and everyone can know what's going on as I reset the fucking camera right now. And the camera is getting reset. And this is everyone's favorite part of the episode because it really throws off whatever flow I was in, even though I was starting to not get a good flow. And now I'm back. What other notes of stories I have? Bad roommates. I feel like I've talked about bad roommates a lot. I have a whole list of things I want to talk about. I prepare for these. You don't think I prepare. Or maybe you do think I prepare. Or maybe you think I'm just a big fucking fuckface that just fucks around and jerks his cock onto his face and gets stuck in his nostrils. One time I met this girl at a bar a while ago. And it was her birthday. I was dancing. I was like blackout. Went back to her place. What book did she have? She had like Catch-22 or some like, oh no, she had like Naked Lunch on her fucking thing. And I was like, oh, you have Naked Lunch. She's like, why is every guy talking about how I have Naked Lunch? And I'm like, I don't have it on this only fucking book on your table. I gotta say something when I'm over here. Anyhow, like sometimes I need a little coaxing into fucking. I can't just go straight from zero to hero. I need to I like to do the workup, like we're kissing and we're taking off clothes and like it's a fun little thing. But her, she just stripped down naked and was like, all right, let's do it. And I was like, all right, I can't just get hard. I drank a lot tonight. I got out of a blackout and now you're here naked. And then I was trying to fuck her, have sex with her. She was a nice lady, have sex with her. And I just could not stay, like I was having to have sex like against the couch. And then, like, she hurt her knee, and then, like, we kind of changed positions, and I'm like, I couldn't stay hard, and I'm like, yeah, I can't do this right now. She was cool, though. She was funny. There was, like, she wasn't, I mean, this is such a fucking guy says to every fucking chick that says, oh, we're fat, and you're not fat. But, like, the Drake song, where it's like, I like BBWs, like, she was like, she really liked that song. She's like, I'm a BBW. But if I'm being honest, whatever like her supposed weight was, she couldn't be more than like 18 pounds more than that. She just had a little like, she just like a little more on her. I was very attracted to her. And then, yeah, so I couldn't stay hard, and then I left. And then I tried to text her, and she was just kind of a jerk actually through text, and we never ever hung up again. But the majority of my sober visual time with this person was spent with a quasi-limp penis that could not fornicate with them, and then they kind of got mad at me and I left. And that was my whole existence with this person. Now, I think a lot of people have this story, a lot of men or a lot of women. And it's funny that your whole existence with someone can just involve having a limp dick and not doing anything. And, you know, that's really more of an allegory for life. Life is really just one big limp dick not doing anything and then getting kicked out and never seeing it again. You know? When I was, the only person I really talked to that was coherent on their deathbed was my grandma. And I don't think she gave me any advice. I think we just talked about me coming back again to see her for 25 minutes. So maybe she wasn't coherent. And she kind of just died. R.I.P. my grandma. I love her. And my grandpa. Yeah. Traumatic events in your life brought to you by mattmillercomedy.com. If you visit my website, you could win nothing. So yeah, your whole existence spent with someone just having a limp dick. How interesting is that? Just imagine, I don't know how many hot people are listening to this. Hot people, hot guys, hot gals and guys. Where like a lot of your existence is people just trying to fuck you and you're just swatting them off left and right. Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing, and it's a thing some people have to deal with, but most people would want to have that problem, even though it's unfortunate. but there's a lot of shitty people. Is that funny? Is that jokes? Are those jokes? Are those jokes? So a man walks into a bar, right? And then the other guy says, "You're a big dumb dookus." And he goes, "What the fuck's a dookus?" And he said, "It's fucking you fuck face." All right, I tell jokes. That was the worst. Okay, if we're gonna put down the worst improvised joke, that might be a new segment. Worst improvised joke, I think would be good. I think I really censored myself throughout that joke as to not drop any faggot bombs or retard bombs, and also maybe that wouldn't have been funny at all. But worst joke, okay, in the cast, episode 16, we've reached it. The worst joke on the cast. But frankly, that's okay. Yeah, I wrote down attractive privilege. People talk about like privilege in like white privilege, male privilege, white male privilege, but one of the biggest privileges in life is attractive privilege. You know, all the studies, they're like people who are attractive get raises more. I mean, people want to fuck people that are attractive. You get more mate selection. You get more opportunities for being attractive, and people don't talk about this. Why? Because they're attracted to attractive people. And it's just like, what do we want? And it's just like movies, movies for the most part try to show attractive people. I know they show more attractive women and men kind of get a pass, blah, blah, blah. But I think they should do more movies with ugly people, frankly. Tired of watching attractive people. I can watch attractive people on the street in New York. It's just nothing but attractive people. In movies, I want to see some more uggos. Hey, Hollywood, get some more uggos in your movies, okay? I want to watch a bunch of uggos have a rom-com. I know that's existed, but do I want to watch that? I don't know. I'm not even going to buy a ticket to it, so I don't give a fuck. Keep putting attractive people in movies. That's what the people want to see. You want to see a nice pair of titties and a nice hard cock. Yeah, attractive privilege. It's the biggest privilege in life, I think, for all people. I guess rich privilege, wealthy privilege, is that a thing? I guess that's probably a thing. But yeah, it's all about mate selection. What am I talking? Mate, you know what I mean? You want the most mates, or you want the right mate. You want the perfect mate for you. You don't want a lame mate. You need a good mate. We gotta get a nice mate, and then we can raise a child together, you and your mate. You're like, oh, here's my kid. Me and my mate are raising it. You want to raise a nice kid that's gonna do good for the world. Don't fuck it up. But then maybe you fucked up and you got the wrong mate. And that's what we don't want. We don't want you going out there, male or woman, getting the wrong mate, raising a fucked up kid. But the fucked up kid could turn out to be an artist, and the artist make cool shit that people like. But people wouldn't have to make art if there wasn't fucked up shit, I think. So what I'm trying to say is, if we all just find good mates, then we'll be okay. And maybe we're all just a bunch of primates. You know what I'm saying? So, rat-ta-ta, ba-ba-ba-ba-da, skibbity-dabbity-doo. Hopefully this helped you learn a little bit about me and how I feel about things. And make sure to subscribe to the Militant Affection on iTunes. I have some major guests planned for the future. People I know, you probably don't know, maybe you know them, everyone knows. And Matt Miller Comedy on YouTube. Matt Miller Real on Instagram is really the social media I want to go to. Matt Miller Real on Instagram. That's where I post lots of silly, fun videos. Matt Miller Real on Instagram. Matt Miller Comedy on Patreon. If you want to send me some money and hear some shit, make sure to review the cast. And if you DM me and show me a screenshot of a review, I'll send you a shirt. That's always out there. Wherever you are out there, I'll send you a fucking shirt with me in the tub holding a toaster. So I've been Matt Miller, and this has been Militant Affection. Thank you. Did all that make sense? Was I coherent at the end there? I kind of mumbled through the plugs, and we're going on way past it. I've been Matt Miller. And I've been Militant Affection. This has been Matt Miller. Militant Affection. Matt Miller. Fucktown Magoo. Militant Affection. Thank you. Bye.
Militant affection.